We're going to have ChatGPT take this uh, very ugly resume of mine from like 6 years ago and make it better. And then find jobs that I would theoretically want to apply for. All right, let's get into it. My name is Jordan Wilson. If we haven't met, I have this little thing called Everyday AI. This is a daily live stream podcast, free daily newsletter, and a little bit of everything else, helping everyday people use and understand AI a little bit better. So let's talk about how we can use AI better and understand it. So for this chat, don't worry, I'll tell you what I'm doing, but I am having ChatGPT assume the role of an expert level resume coach that can update my resume, make it better, all that stuff. So I don't even know how I made this resume. It's from about 5 years ago. Maybe I made it in Photoshop or Canva, but all I could find was a PDF. So I just copy and pasted it. I put it in and I asked ChatGPT to essentially make the formatting a little better. All right. So it's doing it right here. Again, I'm doing this live and it looks like it's not putting the details in for whatever reason. So we'll see if when it's done, but it's just better formatting all of my job experience right now. So I'm going to say, all right, sorry. I'm saying, please make sure to fill in details and do not leave them blank. All right. So we'll see if that works. Let me also talk about why you might want to do something like this. Um, well, updating your resume can be a lot of work, right? Also, if you have the correct plugins enabled, which I do, ChatGPT can not only find you better jobs, something that you might be very interested in, but it can also then update your resume for those specific jobs, like in mass and very quickly. So I always like to do these AI in fives live. That's what this is. We test out a feature of maybe ChatGPT or a different software live in 5 minutes to see what we can accomplish in that short period of time. All right, so let's see if it put in all my details. All right, so it didn't. Let's see if it put in the details of the role. There we go. All right. A little better. So we have all the details. So I'm going to say something like, let's say something like, great, that's correct. And now what I'm going to do for my current company, I am the owner and founder. Here's what I have on LinkedIn. Please update my resume accordingly and add this experience to the um, as my most recent job. All right. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into LinkedIn. I'm going to grab whatever I have as my most recent job here on LinkedIn, which is Accelerant Agency. It's the company um, that I currently, the founder and owner. So let's just go ahead. I'm going to copy and paste this. We'll see how this goes. This one might last a little bit longer than 5 minutes. So I'm going to say, I am the founder and CEO of Accelerant Agency. I'm going to say, I also am the founder and host of Everyday AI. All right. So I'm updating we're doing it live here, y'all. So I don't even know if I have anything. Okay. I have a little bit here. So I'm the founder of Everyday AI. Let's see what it comes up with. And I'm going to please update this info to make it consistent with my original resume and add these two job positions. All right, so we'll see if ChatGPT can save me a little bit of time because the text that I have in there is more based for LinkedIn. than it would be for my actual for a resume, right? So let's see how it goes. All right, cool. It's getting it done. So there it is, founder and host of Everyday AI. All right, so as this finishes up, I'm going to say, great. Now, please use uh, the Indeed plugin, I believe is what I have installed, to find me a job as a chief marketing officer. Please find me 5 types of these jobs in Chicago. All right, so all right, we're going to be a little over 5, but I just wanted to show you guys a great way that you can use ChatGPT. Of course, I'm using the plus version, right? So you do have to pay $20 a month to do this. So, all right, as ChatGPT is working, let's see what it got here and if it got everything correct. All right, so there we go. Technically, the most recent we have the Everyday AI founder and host. This is great. I can copy and paste that. We have Accelerant Agency. Good. So now I don't have to rewrite that. I might want to update it a little bit, but I would probably go back and forth with ChatGPT. I obviously don't have like client info or accomplishments in here, but I probably have it in other docs. So I would just copy and paste those. Tell ChatGPT to update it. And let's see here. It's finding jobs. Okay, perfect. So now what I would do, it looks like it's finding some jobs. I'm gonna say, here we go. I'm gonna say for job number one, I'm gonna say, please tell me the 5 experiences or skills my current resume is lacking for that position, right? Okay. So that's the good thing. ChatGPT, if you prompt it right and if you work with it, again, I'm doing this live and I'm trying to do it quickly, so it might not be as good as it could be, but you can literally search hundreds of jobs using right. So I use the Indeed plugin. I said, hey, find this type of job, and now I'm going to say, hey, based on my background, based on my resume that you have, what are requirements of this one job that maybe I don't have, or maybe I just didn't include them enough, and then what we can do. So let's see how. Okay, so it's saying social media strategy, platform specific expertise, content creation. Okay, so I'm going to say this. I'm going to say, update my resume to include those skills, leave placeholders if you're unsure if I have the experience, and I'll update it later. So right there, that's perfect. So you don't have to you don't have to waste the time looking at different resumes saying, oh, am I qualified for this? What other qualifications should I have? You can just tell ChatGPT, make me a resume that covers all of the specifics of this role, leave placeholders. So then you can go through and say, okay, do like as an example, I have years of social media strategy experience. I have years of platform specific expertise, right? I've in decades in many cases of some of these, but maybe I just didn't have it on my resume. So ChatGPT will go ahead and put it on my resume and leave kind of blank spots. So let's see kind of how that turned out. So right here, so did it for, which makes sense, right? Because I was the national marketing director for a while for one of my old jobs, and it kind of put it in there, left some of it kind of blank, but also just started to fill some of it in there. All right, so I hope that was helpful. It was a little fast, a little bit of everything, but again, if you use an internet connected plugin, use a plugin like Indeed as well that can help find you other jobs. You can very quickly use ChatGPT to update your resume and find a dream job. So sorry, this one was a little long, but I know a lot of people asked for it. So if this was helpful, go to youreverydayai.com, sign up for the free daily newsletter, and we'll see you back for another AI in 5 or AI in 10.